Hi Scorpio, we're going to do your reading. How are you guys? Okay, real quick, I just want to say this really quick. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I think a lot of, I don't know, a lot of, like karma and negativity flying around. So I just want to remind you guys a quick trick if you are, catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, that a way to flip that around really fast is to just out loud write it down. First of all, you should be doing your gratitudes in the morning. That always sets the pace, sets the tone for a good day. But whenever you find yourself, dwelling or thinking negative things, and it's low vibration, it doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good, it's low vibration, right? Then you can just very quickly think of 3 things that you're grateful for. That immediately will raise your vibration. Even if it's running water or toothpaste or gas. I mean, I don't like going to get gas, but it's like I really am thankful that we have gas stations and grocery stores, So just wanted to say that. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know, so please don't force it. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If this does not feel like you're reading, just, all my videos are timeless. So feel free to check your other signs. Whether it resonates or not, you should check your other signs. A lot of people believe that rising sign is more important than sun. So, always check your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and Venus, any sign, all signs, okay? But just don't force a reading. The extendeds, or I want to stop calling them extendeds, but the almost personals that I will link down below, those are timeless also, and those are very detailed. They're only pulling in energy for a very small group of people, okay? Not the thousands that the general readings are. So if you feel a pull to watch one, then that would be a good sign. All right, but again, we're just not forcing. So it's funny that I felt the need to say that, because these cards, let me show you what came out in the pre-shuffle, and then we'll lay out a spread. This is the transparent tarot. So we have I'm not sure which of these came out first, but it's the 7 of Pentacles, and is that a Queen? Yeah, the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups in this card, she's giving love. See, she's handing her cup. Isn't that beautiful? And the 7 of Pentacles, this is the 7 of Pentacles is often, there's different tiers and levels of each card. So, some are on a lower frequency. This would be impatience or not wanting to wait any longer. But this 7 of Pentacles is when you've done a lot of work, you've put a lot of effort in, and it's kind of like your crops are almost there. Are they ripe? Do you pick the fruit before it's ripe because you are impatient and you rush it? Or do you continue to be patient and let the fruit ripen? So think about what that's saying with this Queen of Cups, and then we got the 2 of Cups. You guys could be in a twin flame. I will link some Vimeos down below, some recommended videos down below, which are very detailed for twin flame. But the 2 of Cups, that's 2 people giving equally. So what this is looking like to me is that you're at a place where you may feel impatient to rush. A very strong connection is what it looks like with this 2 of Cups, right? And there's a lot of love here. But this 7 of Pentacles is a reminder, don't rush it. Let it ripen. Let it happen at its own time. Sometimes when we want, and try to create and rush a relationship or a connection on our timing instead of their timing, it repels. It has the opposite effect, okay? All right, that's your lecture. How are you? Hope you guys are well. Let's see, what else? Oh, check out the community tab. I was really down a few days ago. It looks like there's a full moon in there, but that's not the moon. I don't know. Maybe a spot on my windshield, but so it was like in my car, and I just been like, felt like I was fighting so many different, my son says saying attacks is dramatic, but like attacks on just people trying to bring you down, and So I was really down, and I felt like I'd been fighting it all day, you know. And so I like got out and got in my car, and I was driving. And it was like right when I started to fall into, like, I couldn't fight it anymore, you know. I just started crying. I like gave in. This unbelievable angel, just massive, like the size of the planet. Okay, now I'm being dramatic. Just appeared behind a building and raised up. And there's a photo of it in the community tab. It's unbelievable. It was so magnificent. It was so, just so majestic. And then also on my Instagram, there is actually several photos and a video if you swipe through those. But it's pretty amazing. So just remember, we're never alone. And there's a lot going on right now. And things that are unfair, we've got to try really hard not to focus on it. And just stay true to who we are, you know, not stoop to that level. Because when somebody's attacking your character, especially when you put so much effort into being kind and looking out for other people and doing things for other people and seeing the good in everybody, you know, it's easy to get sucked into wanting to point out their flaws too. You know, so I don't know why this is all coming to me right now, but it is. So, all right. So here's the Death card. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So this is so true. So there's a way to handle an ending. The Death card in tarot doesn't mean literally. I like that. So, look at the contrasting color. But make sure that you realize that endings really aren't endings. It's just progress. It's just a journey, okay? So more than what happens to us, what affects us more than what's actually happening is our response, okay? And we do have a choice for that. So I choose to focus on the lighter side of things. Something else that, you know, has been coming to me really strong is don't take yourself so seriously. Lighten up, and I'm saying that to me, to myself. Don't take myself so seriously. So if somebody is, you know, trying to bring me down, or sorry for the negative reading. I think you guys are going to get a good reading. I really do. I think there's going to be love, a strong love connection. But try just not to take yourself so seriously. Like, learn to say so, you know. Somebody said this or that. So my car broke down. So I think the point is just, you know, if you can learn to say so to everything, it just kind of, we are all on a journey. So try not to focus on the wrong and right. Wow, I just shuffled and this came back. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So even when somebody's judging us, by sinking into that low vibe, or by giving it too much attention, it pulls our frequency down too. I'm going to pull one more of these just for fun. And then I'm going to use this beautiful, my very first tarot deck. Oh, look at that, Queen of Cups again. This Shadowscapes, my very first tarot deck. Before I knew how to read tarot, I bought that just because the images are so beautiful. So stunning. All right, some of you don't like a bunch of talking in the beginning, so I love you guys. I hope you guys are praying for one another. I pray for you every day. There's a group manifestation in the Leo video, 2 Leo videos ago, not the last one, but the one before. So if you want to manifest with us in the comments, you can do that. Also, the next one will be in the Aries video. And I do go through every comment and try to, you know, not try, but focus on helping you bring in that manifestation. So I just feel like it gives a lot more power. So here's the Page of Swords. So her sword is up, so that's active. Lots of thought. This is often thought of as our spy, our little spy guy, girl. So it's not gender specific, you know that, right? This was upside down. So 2 of Pentacles, making a decision. Let's get one more. Ooh, making a decision, probably not to focus on the pain. This is self-sabotage, this 3 of Swords in this deck. You see it? It's like he's stabbing himself. Not literally, but it's... Oh, come on. We had such a great shot a minute ago. All right. So, and also I want to tell you, I feel, oh, there's Temperance. I do feel the Temperance card. I also feel the Queen of Swords really strongly, so I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out. I feel a strong sense of love for you guys, but I also feel a strong sense of like discord, worry. Okay. Love and blessings to all this reaches. There she is again, Queen of Cups. So remember, you don't want to rush love. That's what we got already. Try to take things lighter. Revenge, maybe I'm getting. Okay, let's see what's going on. Your energy. Thank you. The Sun. Happy. I like it. Learning, healing. What does the sun do? The sun, I mean, plants don't grow without the sun. The earth doesn't live without the sun. It creates. It promotes life and healing, happiness. The Devil, overall energy. So a struggle, Capricorn energy. The Devil is maybe an addiction. In addiction, it could just be, you know, negative thinking. I mean, I know a few people, I can think of a few people who literally just, their sadness and grief became their identity and they never outgrew it. There's sadly somebody in my family that's just miserable and has been miserable as long as I can remember. But I do see a false mask here. And I see pain. And I also see that somebody is pretending not to feel love. Who is that? Is it you? Four Swords, your person's energy. The Four of Swords is, you know, taking a time out to heal. It definitely is not an ending. The Four of Swords is when you remove yourself to regroup, you know. So that's your person's energy. I'm going to take this off. Okay. How did they view Scorpio? Temperance. I just remember I said I felt that. So Temperance is, you know, often in non-tarot life, people can think of temperance as not drinking or you know, tempering their impulses. But in tarot, we, you know, there's different levels, of course. But in tarot, we look at temperance as balance and patience. So I would say, Scorpio, you have them fooled. I'm just kidding, kind of kidding. But temperance, that's not giving too much, not pushing it. Just kind of like this brings us back to this little scenario here, letting it grow naturally, organically, not rushing. I'm not saying you're doing that. It could be the other way around, but that's what the cards are communicating. So, how they view the situation, King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who, I feel Leo again. King of Wands is somebody who can make, you know, decisive action, passion, lots of passion. And this is pulling some energy too. Where did I see that? Here's a yin yang I've never noticed before. So that's perfect balance. A little bit of, everybody has a little bit of, you know, good, a little bit of not good in them. Shadow, we call it shadow side. But, you know, you want to maintain as close to balance as you can. So, a King of Wands. That's how they view the situation. Action, or I guess passion. How they see moving forward, this is beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. That's destined. Forward motion. Oh, sorry. I have to change my camera every time. Because I have to take the camera card out. Okay. So, Wheel of Fortune, sometimes this can represent karma, you know. But look, we've got a lot of energy here on balance. So the Wheel of Fortune is blessings, and it represents our path, you know, and we have all these blessings along our path. If we get off path, we're going to miss out on some of these blessings. So we just got to, you know, go around our obstacles and get back on track. Not beat ourselves up for mistakes, but just go, oh, that didn't feel good. I think I'm going to get back to what feels good. Your inner guidance system is always guiding you. If it doesn't feel good, that's your indication, okay? Go back to something that feels good. So this Wheel of Fortune, look at the roses. So that's blessings, forward motion, and it's right under your person's Four of Swords. So this is moving forward. Wow. Oh my gosh, a very strong love connection. Queen of Cups more than once. And now we have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So maybe somebody's been blocked, and that's what's causing a lot of hurt feelings and discord. And then we have the Fool card. So I think somebody's going to have to let go of some hurt and some anger. Not to ignore it. You do have to allow yourself to feel it. But just remember to do that. Okay, this doesn't feel good. I'm gonna let this, acknowledge what this is. Acknowledge that it's a way to grow, or an indication of growth. And know that there's a lesson. But this Fool card is about starting over. Look at how free she is. Aries energy. This is Cancer, Pisces, Two of Swords. I'm going to clarify that in Two of Swords and see what that is. Oops. Oh, wow. Okay, so what you cannot see, Queen of Pentacles. So that sometimes indicates a wife, a mother, somebody who's resourceful. And not always in a good way, you know. I mean, but it's supposed to be a good card. But somebody who's going to make things happen. She's stable. She's strong. She is not wishy-washy. So that's behind the scenes. We're going to have to clarify that too. So Six of Swords fell out. Six of Swords is all about leaving a difficult situation. Going, you know, following your bliss. Follow what feels good. Okay, what's, well, that could have been under Tarot's advice. I guess I should have taken that. So Two of Pentacles. That's juggling. Or, no, sorry, it's balancing. Okay, so whatever conflict you've got going on here, it's going to be balanced out. It looks like also a return. So this looks like somebody is coming back. I mean, somebody's taking a time out. Maybe somebody blocked somebody else. Five of Swords is conflict. And the Judgment card is, you know, sometimes it's making a judgment call. It's Sagittarius energy, but it also could be like a rebirth. You know, let's try this again. Sometimes when we, you know, get stuck in a situation, Spirit will come in and give us a little shove, you know. But I don't see what the King of Swords. What is? Oops, I was going to say, what is the Two of Swords? Queen of Wands. I mean, this is kind of crazy. We have, I believe we had the King of Wands. We've had the King and Queen of Cups. So somebody's blocked somebody else from taking action, maybe. There's passion again. Yeah, King and Queen. There might be two partnerships here. That might be what needs to be balanced out. Something needs to give, right? Five of Wands. Yeah, conflict, bickering, gossip. Eight of Wands. Ooh, this is a twin flame card for me. Eight of Wands, forward motion. Things are, you know, progressing. Let's get some general clarifiers. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there's a karmic cycle. Funny how I started the reading off with that, but look at that. The World card, completion, forward motion towards judgment. There's a lot of growth and rebirth in this Judgment card. Tell me more. What's with the Judgment card and the World card? The World card, that's cycle completion. We're going to focus on outcome in a second. Tell me more about this. Oh, yeah. So it looks like secrets, the Moon card. So somebody's going to, I feel the Justice card also. There could be a legal situation going on, something that's not fair, something that's, hidden. There's that false mask again, but see, this mask is coming off. The Ace of Swords is truth and clarity, and it often comes after a battle. And we definitely have some conflict here, but this false mask is coming off. This also kind of feels like apology, these three cards together. Truth, clarity. Tell me more about this Devil card. So you have either an apology coming or truth, the clarity is coming. I'm going to put these back, but they were grabbing my attention. Wow, Magician, Four of Wands. So 11-11 looks like definitely a strong soul connection, but for a lot of you, that looks like a twin flame. The Magician, Aries energy, that's creating. That's not letting obstacles block you, but it's, you can turn, wow. When we get the Magician card, right, with the Twin Flame card, it often can be easy to go, oh, I'm not supposed to give up. I'm supposed to keep manifesting this union, right? This foundation. But the manifesting that you need to be doing is on you, not on your person. Remember, you can't manifest somebody else to do things differently. You can only work on you. And if you elevate yourself, it brings them up. You build your strong foundation. Here we have the Tower. So if somebody is trying to hold, and for some of you, I don't think this is you. It might be an part of another connection. Trying to hold things up, keep things together, make it look like everything is blissful. But this Tower with this Judgment card, with this Moon, with the mask, with the truth, clarity, is going to come crumbling down. A Tower is when something major happens. It's usually not a positive thing. It could be, because something positive usually does come out of an ending. Remember the Death card? I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So don't try to hold on to something that should be falling. I don't think it's you, but if it is, let it fall, because that's when foundation. See, somebody's trying to hold up a tower. This is creating, manifesting. This is a tower, and this is union and foundation. So that's what I think is happening. I forgot to do something. What was it? I wanted to see what was the Devil card. See, there it is again. Trying to control. So this is the very first card we got. Seven of Pentacles. There might be some manipulation of, if you don't do it this way, or if you do that, I'm going to do this, or you're going to lose me if you don't do this now, or something like that. And that is the wrong way to go about things. It might not be you. But this is, don't pick the fruit until it's ripe. See how these I've never noticed this. But see how these upper fruit, they're not quite as red? It looks like they're apples. Here's an apple. Wow. I'm going to put my finger. Oh, yeah. Here we go. See that? It's gold. Whoops. But see how they're gold up here, and then they turn ripe, and then she picks them. So don't pick these fruit that are too high up. I also am getting that funny saying, be a peach out of reach. So don't settle. Don't try to force somebody to be what you want them to be. You be who you want to be. Pretend you are your future self. Think about your future self. Visualize your future self. What would your future self look like? How would they dress? How would they eat? How would they walk? How would they talk? How would they conduct themselves and carry their body language? Would they brush their teeth? Would they make their bed? Making your bed is very important. It's psychological. It's an accomplishment right off the bat. But go ahead and, work on you. Carry out your future self. Pretend to be that self until it happens. So now we have 3 couples. This is kind of crazy. So it looks like somebody is leaving a marriage or a connection. Gosh, how intertwined. There's a 3 and this completes a third connection. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm curious. And again, we have communication, apology. So another thing I want to say is don't block. There's that block card. Don't block somebody that you want to hear from, okay? Because that's a form of punishment, and we all need to work on not doing that, Page of Wands. There it is. Communication. You might be surprised in what you get. If you have been blocked, then let that person come to you. You've got communication coming. But don't short yourself. Don't settle. Just let things work out. I wanted to get a manifestation card. What else did I feel in the beginning? Queen of Swords. I'm surprised. Did we not get her? That's surprising. I felt the Queen of Swords and the Temperance card. Oh, look at that. All is happening in universal time when Spirit knows you have done the work and you are ready. We're always so quick to focus on what they're doing wrong or what they should do better or what we don't like. And I'm not saying this person hasn't done something shady, because that's, possibly what's caused this. But there's always a lesson in it for you too, okay? Always a lesson, and that's what tarot is all about. Facing fear, which is an illusion of the mind, allows you to simply experience what is without reservation nor expectation. So you might have to let go of your fear of them not coming back, or we have clearly this person is coming back. We also have union with the 4 of Wands, but we have strong, don't push. Let it play out. Let them grow. Yeah, you've experienced upheaval. Wow. And the period of rest is needed to heal your heart, mind, and body. Patience. Oh, I just think I said this. Look at that. You are involved in a situation that will help evolve you or someone else. I think it's both of you. Especially if you guys are twins, you're going to be mirroring each other in lessons that need to be learned. Also, let me read this real quick. Lessons should be considered a gift during our human experience. So whatever you think you're lacking from your person, that is often a really strong indicator of what you need to give yourself. So if your person isn't giving you enough attention, then you are lacking that from yourself, okay? If you feel like they're not, taking care of you or looking out for you, that is probably a reflection of yourself. All right. One more. Love this reading. Nope. No. Nope. Oh, goodness. Too many. Soul connection right on top. Open to receive. Major life changes ahead. Let's read these 3. Ooh, I like this too. Paradigm shift. Of course, I'm just pulling these now. Let go of outdated and ineffective beliefs. Very strong. Let go of that whole, well, if they did this, then I have to do this. Or I have to teach them a lesson. Something like that, okay? You got to try and do everything through love. It has been said that clarity comes when the mind is quiet. Let thoughts flow through you, then release them. Definitely a soul connection. You're connected with someone who will play a significant role in your soul's evolution, whether short or long term. This person is important for your journey. I love you guys. Leave me a comment, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye, Scorpio.